Hello students, hope you have prepared last class's lesson. We have started a new chapter, tissue. What is a tissue? A group of cells performing a particular function is called a tissue. There are some differences between plant and animal tissues. That also we have discussed. Plant tissues are of two types, meristematic and permanent. Cells of meristematic tissue are able to divide. That means they give rise to new cells. What happens to the cells formed by meristematic tissue? They take up a specific role and lose the ability to divide. As a result, they form a permanent tissue. This process of taking up a permanent shape, size, and a function is called differentiation. Cells of meristematic tissue differentiate to form different types of permanent tissue. Today we are going to discuss about permanent tissues in plants. Before I start, let me show you something. What is this? This is a plant. So the plants have the parts. See, the roots, stem, leaves. So these are the parts of the plant. Now these parts are made up of cells. Group of cells makes the tissue. Now to see the cells and its arrangement, if I just place it under the microscope, I will not be able to see the cells. So to see the cells, we have to take the thin slices of the plant parts. Here you see, I am showing you. This is a stem of a plant and this is the root, right? So to see the cells of the stem and the root, I need to take thin slices of it. So how it can be done? See, by holding it, and I have to take these thin slices. Right? Some of this already I have done. Let me show you. See, these round structures, small round structures, these are actually thin section. So if I cut through this plane and get the thin slices, this we say transverse section or cross section. This can be thin slices can be taken from this side also. And if this thin slices are being taken from this side, that what we say longitudinal section. So certainly the views of the cells will be different. Now what we are going to see, right? So what do we see? It is a section of a stem. If a part of the section is enlarged, we see layers of different types of cells. See this part which is enlarged and we see different layers of cells. These layers of cells are termed differently as epidermis, hypodermis, cortex, endodermis. So upper outer most layer epidermis, below that hypodermis, then cortex, then endodermis, pericycle or cambium, then pith. So different layers of cells. Each layer is made of some type of tissue and each tissue has some functions to do. So let us start with permanent tissue in plants. Simple permanent tissue. These are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. First we are discussing about parenchyma. A few layers of cells form the basic packing tissue. This tissue is parenchyma, a type of permanent tissue. It consists of relatively unspecialized cells with thin cell walls. So they have thin cell walls. They are live cells. They are usually loosely packed. So as they are loosely packed, large spaces between cells are found in this tissue. So the spaces, actually these are called intercellular spaces. This tissue provides support to plants and also stores food. So now we are discussing the functions of this tissue. So it provides support and also stores food. In some situations, it contains chlorophyll and performs photosynthesis, and then it is called parenchyma. So if it contains chlorophyll in them, this is called parenchyma. In aquatic plants, large air cavities are present in parenchyma to give buoyancy to the plants to help them float. Such a parenchyma type is called parenchyma. So in aquatic plants, it is the parenchyma which provides buoyancy to the plants is called parenchyma because they have air cavities in them. The parenchyma of stems and roots also stores nutrients and water. The parenchyma of stems and roots also stores nutrients and water. The flexibility in plants is due to another permanent tissue, parenchyma. It allows easy bending in various parts of a plant without breaking. The parts like leaf, stem, so it provides flexibility. It also provides mechanical support to plants. We can find this tissue in leaf stalks below the epidermis. The cells of this tissue are living. These are also living, elongated and irregularly thickened at the corners of the cell. There is very little intercellular space. Intercellular space is more in parenchyma, less in parenchyma. Now let us see the cells of these two tissues, parenchyma and parenchyma. Parenchyma, this is in cross section, this type of cells which are seen, and this is in longitudinal section. See, it has cytoplasm, nucleus, this portion nucleus, right, and chloroplast, vacuole, right. Even intercellular space is also present. So these are parts of this. These are the type of cells found in longitudinal section parenchyma tissue. Parenchyma tissue, here you see this is in cross section and this is in longitudinal section. In cross section you see the wall thickenings, actually the corners of the walls. Here you see the corners of the walls which are thickened due to deposition of some substances. They have nucleus, vacuole, cell wall, the corners, here you see this is thickened, right? And here you see they have chloroplast, nucleus, vacuole, cytoplasm. They have intercellular space, but that is less. So these are the cells of parenchyma and parenchyma tissue. Yet another type of permanent tissue is sclerenchyma. It is the tissue which makes the plant hard and stiff. We have seen the husk of a coconut. It is made of sclerenchymatous tissue. So the husk of coconut is made up of sclerenchymatous tissue. The cells of this tissue are dead. The other two tissues which we discussed, cells are living. Here the cells of sclerenchymatous tissue are dead. They are long and narrow. So what type of cell they look like? These are long and narrow. As the walls, and why these are narrow? The walls are thickened due to lignin, a chemical substance which acts as cement and hardens them. So due to deposition of lignin, the cells have become narrowed. Often these walls are so thick that there is no internal space inside the cell. This tissue is present in stems, around vascular bundles, in the veins of leaves, and hard coverings of seeds and nuts. So these are present in stems, around vascular bundles, in the veins of leaves, and in the hard covering of seeds and nuts. It provides strength to the plants, different plant parts. So let us see the cells of this tissue. This is cross section and this is longitudinal section. They have lignified thick walls and also narrow lumen. Lumen means the cavity. Due to uneven deposition of lignin, the walls show simple pits. Here you see, here, these are called pits. So today we have learnt 3 types of simple permanent tissues: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So today up to this much. Thank you children.